Yo guys, what's going on? Acez here today with another video. In today's video, we are talking about ref and GP coins for PvE. Do me a favor, make sure you drop a like on this one here today, and of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more PvE content. So, we haven't seen ref yet, and I think at this point, we probably won't. But I do want to say, I think with the introduction to patch point 15, we have a chance to see ref. When it comes to ref being a trader here, it's not really needed for PvE in my opinion. After looking at some of the content, after the kind of like honeymoon phase of there being a new trader and new content kind of died down, I think a lot of us got over it pretty quick that for PvE, we are missing a trader. You know, it's a completely different screen than what we see in PvP. There's obviously a trader here, and we lost all our barters for mechanics. When it comes to mechanic, obviously, he was one of the main traders that had GP coin barters, and there was a couple okay ones. I wouldn't say the GP coins in general were overly that valuable, but the fact that we can't even quick sell them now, I think is a problem. I think PvE is in a very interesting position because ref was intended to come to PvE and something happened. We never heard what it was. We never got any confirmation or any explanations. We never got anything regarding PvE and ref besides one line in the patch notes when ref was introduced that he will not be available in PvE. And here we are, and some of us are holding a lot of GP. Now, there's some of you out there that had hundreds of GP coins because you were investing in them. We were all under the assumption that ref was being added to PvE, so people wanted to stock up just in case ref has some really juicy barters. Myself, I only have 48 of them, and I've simply just left them in here. I didn't delete them, but that's basically all you can do with them. You cannot quick sell them. You can't even give them defense. There is zero barters for them. These are just genuinely taking up space right now. They are completely useless. When I find them in raids, I don't even loot them at this point because I just don't know if we're ever going to see ref. And I assume it has something to do with our stash and having a separate character. So we know that when BSG do drops on Twitch with the promo codes, we know those work, but if you try to redeem those, they're only going to go to your PvP account. They won't go to your PvE account. And I assume there's something there that is the same exact thing with ref, that it was only connectable, interchangeable with your stash on your PvP account. Now, hopefully they can figure that out and, you know, we can start to get stuff here in PvE. If you haven't noticed, in the hideout, the crafts are actually there for unlocking those crates from Arena. And, you know, we have some of the content for Arena, for Ref in PvE. We just can't access it right now. So they are all in here. You can see them right here. So it's like they're here, and it's on the PvE side of the game. It's just, it seems like they can't get that content over to our PvE stash. And I think they'll probably have it figured out. In my opinion, you know, for the Unheard Edition, the fact that, you know, you get the bigger pockets, it seems like there is a way for, you know, this side of the account to get the correct things. Like if you do a stash space redemption, it does go through. And make sure you're checking the community tab on our channel, by the way. Most of the giveaway winners have reached out already, but, you know, just double check there. Make sure you weren't a winner because if you are, you have to make sure you redeem that, of course. But when it comes to, you know, some of these other redemptions, expansions, stuff like that on the BSG site, they work on PvE. So I feel like we're almost there. We're super close. And I think in patch point 15, if we do not see ref added to our traders, I think we're probably going to be shit out of luck. I do not think we will see ref after point 15 at all in PvE if it's not figured out by then. Of course it could be. And, you know, one thing about it is if ref does ever get introduced later down the road, all of the task and all that stuff is already finished. It's already done. So they would just have to port all the task over to PvE, and that's it. They wouldn't have to do any extra work when it comes to the content that's already created. As for a lot of people requesting a PvE arena, I don't really think that is something they are going to be interested in doing unless PvE continues down the road it's going, which is probably the future of Tarkov, as I've been saying since literally the first week of PvE. But we'll have to see how things pan out. I know it's been something that I've talked about a few times in the podcast, and it's been discussed a little bit here and there, but not something I've really touched on in a while, and I definitely wanted to talk about it here today. So let me know what you think about Ref. Is he coming to PvE? Are we going to get a trader right here? Honestly, there's room for another trader. So at some point, I hope PvE doesn't get gypped of the second trader unless they want to put Lightkeeper up here or some weird shit like that. But, you know, that's where we're at. Honestly, I'm not a true believer for Ref anymore. 0.15, maybe. We'll find out in 2 to 3 weeks. But as of right now, I'm a little skeptical that we'll ever get Ref in PvE. So we'll just have to see. We'll have to see. Leave that like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. I'm out.